Hey, yeah, you. The one who's probably got this playing while you're also checking Discord pings and kind of stressing about that project due tomorrow. What if I told you that focus isn't something you're born with? Nope, it's actually a superpower, one that you can train. So let's just dive in and turn your brain into an absolute laser beam.
Does this slide hit a little too close to home? Yeah, I get it. We are literally living in a world that is designed to just shatter our attention into a million little pieces. But here's the secret. The pros, the top gamers, the star athletes, all of them, they all started right where you are now. They just learned the tricks to master their focus. And today, I'm giving you the cheat codes.
Okay, so let's get one thing straight, right now. Your ability to focus, it's a muscle. And right now, it might feel a little weak, maybe pulled in 100 different directions. But I promise, by the end of this, you are going to have the exact workout plan to make it ridiculously strong. You ready to level up?
To win any battle, you've got to know your enemy. Now, in this case, the enemy isn't really an enemy. It's more like a built-in glitch in your brain's operating system, a glitch that absolutely loves shiny new things. So let's pop the hood and see what's going on in there.
Okay, so think of your focus like a spotlight. And this part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, well, that's the pilot aiming the spotlight. When that pilot is awake, in control, focused, you are in the zone. But when the pilot gets distracted, well, you end up with, 47 open tabs and exactly 0 work done. Our whole goal here is to keep that pilot sharp.
And that pilot in your brain, it has a weakness. Everybody, meet dopamine. This is your brain's reward chemical. Every single notification, every like, every short little video, it gives you a tiny, unsatisfying hit of it. And app companies know this. They have literally engineered their platforms to hijack your brain's reward system. But here's the plot twist. You can hijack it right back.
Think of it like this. The dopamine you get from scrolling is like junk food. It's quick, it's easy, but ultimately it just leaves you feeling kind of empty. But the dopamine you get from actually finishing a task, oh, that's a gourmet meal. It is a huge, clean reward that leaves you feeling powerful and accomplished. We're going to train your brain to start craving that good stuff.
All right, enough with the theory. Welcome to the training montage. These are the practical, proven techniques that are going to build your focus muscle. Think of them as your new set of superhero moves.
So, what's so special about the number 25? This one number, this is the key to the most popular focus technique on the entire planet. Seriously, it's the secret to getting more done in way less time.
That number is the secret to what we call the Pomodoro Punch. Here's how it works. Super simple. Your brain can basically sprint for about 25 minutes before it needs a breather. So this technique just matches that natural rhythm. You pick one and only one task, you work like a beast for 25 minutes, and then you take a short 5-minute break. The most important rule, no phone on your break. Let your brain actually reset.
Still not sure? All right, meet Mia. She used to drag out her math homework for hours while, multitasking. But by using just 2 25-minute Pomodoro sprints, she completely crushed it in under an hour. And then she had way more time for the fun stuff, totally guilt-free. See, this isn't magic, it's just learning to work with your brain instead of against it.
Next up, you need a fortress of solitude. Your environment is just full of things designed to steal your attention. So, pick one spot that's just for focused work. Then clear everything off it that isn't related to the task at hand. Your phone is the #1 enemy here. Put it in another room. I'm serious. Make your space work for you.
Now this next tack, this one's my favorite because it is so simple, but it is so powerful. Look, the hardest part of any task is just starting it. So you just trick your brain. You tell yourself, I'm just going to work on this for 2 minutes. That's it. Anyone can do something for 2 minutes, right? It sounds way too simple to work, but it completely bypasses that feeling of being overwhelmed.
And here's the proof. Take Ryan. He hated writing. The idea of a whole essay was just paralyzing. So he used the 2-minute rule. He just aimed to write the title. But once he started, well, the momentum took over, and he ended up deep in a state of flow. That is the power of this hack. Getting started is like 90% of the battle.
All right, so you've got the techniques. Now it's time to actually put them into action. We're not just going to talk about it, we're going to do it. Think of this as your very first superhero quest.
This is your starter quest. It's simple, it's achievable, and it's designed to give you some quick wins. On day 1, you just try 2 Pomodoro sessions. That's it. On day 3, you use that 2-minute rule on that one thing you've been putting off. And by day 7, you're combining the skills. Look, this isn't about being perfect. It's all about building momentum.
So you've seen the science, you've learned the techniques, and now you have your first mission. It's time to put it all together and really understand the power you've just unlocked.
So here it is, the final truth bomb. You know those people, the ones who seem to be naturally focused? Well, they aren't born different. They have just figured out these exact same tricks, either on purpose or just by accident. Focus is a skill, and you now have the instruction manual.
You knew this was coming, right? Your new superpower is the ability to point your attention wherever you want it to go. You can use it to ace a test, to master a new skill in a game, or to become the clutch player on your team. It is a real power.
And that brings us to the most important part of all of this. This isn't just something to think about. It is something to do. Your training doesn't start tomorrow or next week. It starts the second this is over.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Pick one thing, just one. Set a timer for 25 minutes, put your phone away, and just start. You've got the tools. Now go be unstoppable.